Bring in our next guest. He is a former FBI agent and a former Navy SEAL, Jonathan Gilliam, who's also in Arizona and the author of the book Sheep No More. Jonathan, it's great to have you. There's more and more concern. Obviously, she had mobility issues. She needed her medicine. We're now 4 days into this. I want to ask you about the people maybe around her. They say the family's cooperating, but still no suspect or person of interest. Do you find that unusual?
Well, I mean, the investigation is only going to lead where the evidence can take it. And so saying, is it unusual they don't have a person of interest? I don't know if it's unusual if they just don't have the evidence, Bianca. And I think there are certain statistics, though, that they can go on that that will potentially point in a certain direction. That's probably why the reporting came out about one of their relatives, which apparently is false. But statistically, these types of attacks will be carried out by somebody that is in the family, somebody that she's related to. It can also, a lot of the times, be somebody that's from that neighborhood, quite potentially. But I would say, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, let's talk about that evidence, though, because you're right. Who would have known she'd be at the house, she'd be alone? They found blood. So far, I guess no DNA match. We just saw the video there of the map, 78 miles from the U.S.-Mexico border. So that's another piece that's interesting. Also, the piece about a ransom note that they're still trying to authenticate, but there's, a demand for Bitcoin. How will they rule out if that is actually real or if that is just something that they cannot go off of as something that is actually worth chasing?
It's probably more difficult than it used to be when it was pen and paper or telephone, where you could track a telephone call. If these things came in electronically and they're asking for Bitcoin, it would be very difficult for a typical law enforcement department to track those things. But that's one of the reasons why the FBI is most likely involved, is that they have technology to track those types of messages and where those come in from electronically that other law enforcement agencies may not have. So having the FBI there right now is the best thing that could possibly be going on for this investigation.
Savannah, the daughter, putting up a post saying, please pray. As the days linger on, obviously there's incredible, unfortunate potential here because of everything we laid out. But could there be a break today? And if so, would it be part of the evidence, maybe some of the cameras that they have not released anything about, but people have certainly been asking? Jonathan, your final thoughts.
When things like this break and they get a big break in the case, it's usually very quick and things unfold very rapidly. And so that's what I'm hoping for, is that they do get some type of evidence like that. Because if somebody took her with an agenda to get money or to show that they did this and get a reward, it's going to be it's going to be easier for them to figure out who this person is. But I will go on the theory, though, that I do believe that somebody that knows her, somebody that was close to her, or somebody that was associated with her in some way, shape, or form is most likely the culprit here. Even if it was somebody who took her across the border to another place, I'm sure that they had an acquaintance with her in some way, shape, or form.
All right, well, so holding out hope and prayers that they do get that big break. Jonathan Gilliam, good for you to be with us today as the search continues. I appreciate your perspective as always.
Thank you, Bianca.